Hello and welcome to Elvis Fans Matter. Today we're going to talk about no we're not. We're going to talk about Elvis and several other people and maybe answer a few questions. And with that, Joe wanted to say something.
Oh yeah, I wanted to say that I love this. I've never ever seen one like this. And thank you, Carrie, so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much.
It was really
It
was delicious. I ate the whole thing myself.
It's like neat little Halloween.
Yeah, that is so cute.
Well, Carrie
I love
left
my
you a
chickens.
package.
Yeah.
So that was very
Yeah.
nice. She's showing everything.
That and my bowl and my other chicken with I appreciate it so much.
I think what we're going to start with first is about Lisa's book, and I think everybody's, not everybody, but a lot of people have already read it, and so we thought we'd, give our view of it and tell you what we think about the book. Personally, I thought it was, a good book, very troubling, very sad, and didn't realize that Lisa went through so much of stuff like Elvis did. And because I hadn't seen Lisa, stayed in contact with her since I worked at Graceland.
She was about 13,
14
the
years
last
old.
time we
Yeah.
saw her.
And we didn't stay in contact. Couldn't reach us and we couldn't reach her. But anyway, I think, that she confirmed a lot of things that, that we have talked about in our video, and some more things that, we didn't know. So with that, I'll let Joe join in and Danielle, and they can give you some of their opinions, and I'll get back on it.
I think that everything that Lisa said in the book about Graceland and the people that she was in contact with at Graceland, like Billy said, that we've told over the years, it just backed up everything we said and told, which I believe Lisa told the truth about everything. I don't know anything about California, but I do know a lot that she said at Graceland that happened, especially with her daddy and some of his girlfriends and things like that. It's the same thing that we've told. It troubles me, and it's so sad that she had to go through the things that she did. But I would back up everything she said 100% as far as the things that we knew about and the things that she told in the book about things. I believe that Riley did a great job. I've never met Riley, but
would like to,
I
someday
think
maybe.
she probably had to swallow a lot to put out what she did, and I still believe there's a lot more she could have said. I know for a fact that there's a lot more from Graceland. Things like we've said, we won't ever tell. It wouldn't do anybody any good to know things that that went on with at Graceland. I read that book just straight through, and all I could see is that little face and the humiliation and the sadness, and I mean, even though Lisa to me always had a sad look, but Lisa was a very observing. She observed everything, and even if 9 years old, I can remember things when I was 3 years old, and I know for a fact that the things she said were things that happened. She just kind of was she was shy in a way, and she just, I don't know, I know when Elvis died, it broke her heart, and she even she even had a seance up there with the kids.
Yeah.
Trying to get, I mean, she, that was like she said, like the end of her world, and I hate it. But
Hi,
Wanda,
dog.
she feels spirits. She barks at nothing.
An air.
But
Quiet now.
she just had a I don't know, it's so sad to me that she had that much of a, even in her later life, it was like, I don't understand it. I don't understand why. I mean, that she had to go through the things that she did,
Dogs and
Wanga.
chickens, and I just heard one of the roosters.
Yeah.
Wanga,
She hears those.
my dog in the other room.
She does. But Daniel, you listen to the audio.
I listened to the audiobook, and I did a video you can look up the other day. I did my review on it already, but mine was very general and mild, just because I was reading it I believe the second day that it came out, so I didn't want to give away any details for anybody that's already read it. But I felt, I didn't know Lisa. I never met Lisa, but even if you don't know any of her situation or her story, you can pick up from her part of it and what Riley told about her mother. You can pick up that even though she had happy times, that she had a deeply sad life deep down in her heart. I feel that she was not ever 100% truly happy.
I think she was a dark soul.
Maybe so.
But she was a deep soul. She felt things, and she realized things that she was an unusual child anyway. But the things that she told about that happened at Graceland, I can remember a lot of them, about going and tell my daddy, and
Yep.
and about things that we saw firsthand. That I never really thought that she probably paid that much attention, but the things that she told were exactly the way we saw
Except
things.
for one correction I'd like to make. The guys that worked for Elvis, we didn't fear him.
No.
We knew how he was. We were around him all the time. We didn't fear him, but we also knew one thing.
You respected him.
We respected him, and he was our boss. He paid us. So that to me was a little.
But to her,
But to her, it probably seemed like we were. I mean, if he got angry, I guess, and enough to tear up stuff, that was one thing. But we didn't pay it any attention because we knew how Elvis was. He had to release,
that was his release.
his way of releasing tension, madness, whatever he was going through.
I know.
And I kind of believe that Lisa was a whole lot the same thing.
I think she was a
whole lot like him, and
carbon copy of
Yeah.
Elvis. I do. I know Elvis had a lot of sadness, and like she said, you could tell his mood. If you came in and you looked at his eyes, you knew the minute what kind of mood he was in. And I think Lisa was a lot the same. She was so much like Elvis, and after reading that book, even more so than I even realized, she was so much like him.
Yeah, and two, Elvis, you know, when he got sad, maybe from somebody, you know, passing away and all, he had an unusual way, just like Lisa. I mean, Riley described Lisa.
Yeah.
So, yeah, well, it was, you know, and you know, anything to take his mind off of what was going on right then,
Yeah.
he would do. I mean, he didn't do the ordinary breakdown and, you know, and cry so much as he would, you know, doing other things to get his mind off of it. And I think Lisa, to me, from what was said by Riley and doing her book, that she was a whole lot like him in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and they talked about her, you know, getting out and riding the golf cart. That was her release.
That was her release.
That's the same way Elvis was. I mean,
exactly.
He, you know, and so I have to credit Riley. You know, I'm not kissing your butt, but I think you done a wonderful job.
Mm-hmm.
I really do.
She did a great job of capturing exactly how her mother was. Her, you know.
We've had a lot of comments, and I won't go into deep detail in case you haven't read the book yet, but I've had a lot of comments sent referring to something that Lisa did after Ben passed away and for how long and everything. But you know, in some of the comments I've gotten, they have been a little bit dirty and a little bit rude. And if you've read the book, you'll know what I'm referring to. If not, read it.
Just say it's keeping Ben's body at the house, and that's
she did. Yeah, I mean,
well, let me tell you this.
In the South,
I don't know. Me and Joe talked about this. I don't know that if Elvis hadn't been in the army, that he wouldn't have done
the
maybe the same thing.
Right.
He just could not stand to, you know,
to let go.
To let go.
No.
You know, I mean, he clinged to the casket, you know, and
I don't find any of that unusual, especially Southern people. You know what you were talking about with Elvis and his mother. That's not.
Well, that's my thing, and until you go through it, you really don't know how you would react.
Don't know.
I know that he set up a lot when she was in state at Graceland, and
yeah, you've told me that.
And he just, you know, like I say, he just had a heck of a time turning loose, you know. And Lisa was, in that sense, Lisa was just, you know, a lot like him.
You know, I got to hand it to Riley too about saying when she was on the plane, she couldn't see her mother, but she talked to her mother's spirit, and I relate to that because when my daddy died and my mother, we did not say please don't go. We were saying, go ahead and go. If you feel like you have to go, go ahead and go. We want you to be at peace. And Riley was saying to her mother, it's okay. And I think
we would say, you know, like
it's okay.
It's okay. You just think of who all you're going to see in the afterlife, and you know,
everything will
they'll
be
all
okay.
be there waiting.
Everything's fine. And you know, I think Lisa didn't fight to live. I don't think Lisa wanted to live any longer. I think with everything she had been through, and then after losing Ben, I know that she loved every one of her children, and I think it's really something that Riley would say. I mean, you have to admire her for knowing how much her mother loved Ben, and for saying Ben was her favorite, even though she knew that Lisa loved her and her sisters, she did not resent that Lisa was so close to Ben, and I think that's really, really something. It was a connection like Lisa had with Elvis, and and Riley understood it.
Yeah, another little quick thing is, that Riley said that her mother taped all the things, she would get tape and talk
She
about
got it
she
from
would
the
tape
tapes.
it. Well, Elvis did the same thing.
Yeah.
He put a lot of stuff on tape. And I think, that's another similarity of how him and Lisa were, so much alike in
or he
ways.
would write things down. He would underline things in books, and apparently she did too.
Well, it definitely had to be a hard thing though too. I mean, it's not quite been 2 years since her mother passed to go back and listen and
to her
hear
mother's
her voice,
to her mother's voice,
and pick up on everything. So.
All in all, I say applaud Lisa and Riley, and I think that she got the message out there. I feel in my heart, this is just me saying it, I feel there's a whole lot more that she could have said that she didn't want to step on toes or drive a wedge, but I feel like there's a lot more. I know there's a lot more from Graceland, but that she could have told, and she didn't. And to see, this should put to rest any of those people out there that are still, Elvis is alive, this should totally ease your minds that he's gone. He's gone. There's no
Well,
ifs,
first of
ands,
all,
and buts about it.
Elvis would never have done that.
No.
To his, to
daughter,
his family,
or his family.
Just leave and not stay in contact with them. That's just too far fetched. But anyway,
it was a hard book. It was hard to grasp, but it was done very, very well. I mean, Riley did a great job. That's all I can say.
Riley, I send all my sympathies to you, because I know
it had to be hard.
All of us, our family members, we have lost. I've lost, both my mother and daddy, and Joe, her mother and daddy, and it's hard, it really is. And you never get over it, really.
No, it doesn't get any better. People think, oh, time, it doesn't. You will never, ever, completely get over it. And some people can deal with it better than others, but sometimes you
just learn a new way of life. You don't get over it, but you learn how to live your life without
I know how gut-wrenching it must have been, because when Billy and Marty and Lamar and I was involved in it too, when we did the book, All the Kings, was it All the Kings?
No, that was the
Elvis, the Memphis Mafia.
Revelations.
All the King's Men was a video. All the King's Men was a video. The Revelations of the Memphis Mafia. It was hard to drum up all that.
And to reach down in, I reached down into my soul. I'm telling you.
And I know Riley did too.
And it was hard, really, really hard. And I'm sure that Riley did the same thing when she come out with this. So,
that's her mother. That's her mother.
That's right. So, like I say, with that, our sympathies go out to you, and maybe someday, somewhere, sometimes, we might have a chance to meet. But if not, like I say, our sympathies are with you. And with that, what do we always say?
Elvis Fans Matter.
Our friend that we've known for 60 more years, Shirley Cannell, is going through health issues right now, and I think tomorrow she starts a treatment, and we just want to say prayers for her.
For her, yeah.
And we have a friend, Stephen McCarty. Hadn't been feeling real good, and we want to say we love you and get better, and we love you too, Shirley, and people that we've had that have been sick, and
yeah. And our prayers are with
all of you.
And hope you get better soon.
Mm-hmm.
And just remember, we love you.
And Derek's brother just passed away a few weeks ago, and his mother, Lavera, has been going through a lot, and I know a lot of our friends have lost parents and relatives, and just hang in there. I can't say it gets better. It'll never be the same, but just find something to focus on and hang in.
Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching.